Hi, and welcome back. It appears to be Thursday again, and we all know what that means. Another Kvarfoto vlog episode, hell yeah! About the name Kvarfoto. Those of you who know me are probably aware that my last name is not Kvarfort. What you probably didn't know is that it will be quite soon. I've known that for quite some time now, and kind of been cheating with using that name, but more on that later. This week was a pretty good one too. Slightly less eventful than the last, but I still got stuff done, as you'll see now.
Oh, the endless preparations. Bit of a hassle, but what do you do? Kinda makes me wish I had a bigger space, so I could have everything out. Now I have to keep it in boxes. Getting ready to take off, actually, to go shoot the commercial thing. I just sent them a quote a bit last minute, but I'm sure we'll agree on something. Alright, let's go.
Vi håller på med allt ifrån förmånscyklar till tjänstecyklar. Det här är en produkt som vi har tagit fram under de senaste 3 åren i samarbete med ett finansbolag.
So that's a wrap.
Well, successful? I would say so.
All right. I'm shaking. I'm so exhausted from the shoot today. It went well, it went really well. But always on shoots like this, it's just so exhausting because, well, not the shooting part, but the rigging part, the rigging down part, the carrying stuff, like all the stuff. But yeah, I'm about to unload all the footage, from my camera at least, from the GH5, because Thomas has the stuff from his camera still, obviously. Alright, as you know, I'm constantly trying out new areas in the house to shoot the sort of main talking head footage of every episode. This time, I decided to sit on the couch, and I figured why not show you how I did it. Okay, here we go. So this is where I ended up sitting, on the couch right there. I moved some ferns and stuff around near the furniture. I put a little fill light right there. I've got the big one right here with the grid on it. I've got the Rode VideoMic NTG mounted on a big mic stand right there. Got the camera there with the teleprompter and my 5-inch monitor on top of it. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Damn right it's cold. Here we go again. It's Friday. It's my first off day in a while. And luckily, blue skies, coffee, and my trusty old G9 in case something interesting happens. I'm gonna enjoy this now. See you later. Figured it's been a while since we did one of those. The downside of the G80 is that it caps out at 60p, so I can't really get that smooth slow-mo that I like. But this'll have to do. Actually at F22 right now because of the awesome sunlight. Upside is, I probably don't have to worry about focus because at this aperture everything should be in focus. Amundsen for all your alcoholic needs. Eternal Crush, raspberry, passion fruit, and pastry sour.
Another one of those they put milk in, which I hate. Sorry, not milk. Lactose. Fuckers. After looking through the footage while editing, I quickly realized that this turned out to be a pretty talky episode. Sorry about that. The upcoming day I did manage to force some variety in there though, so don't look away just yet. What is up? It's now Saturday, and I'm sorry about the weird crop here, but my table is only so big and I've got the 14mm on there, which is a 28mm equivalent on a full frame, so, you know, it's a bit cramped. I just finished converting my Speedboster to a parfocal one, and I realized afterwards that maybe I should have filmed it, but it really wasn't that hard. There's just this little glass element on the inside here, and what I did is don't tell anyone I did this, but I started with a marker to just sort of mark where I was, but I figured that's just gonna go away. So I actually scratched a little bit of the paint off from the inside here with a knife. It won't matter because I'm not scratching the glass or anything. And I started turning it like one full rotation in each direction just to sort of see where I was, get my bearings. And then I sort of slowly but surely honed in on the perfect setting to get it parfocal. And also to be able to focus to infinity. Spot on, one full rotation out from where I started to get it both to focus to infinity and to get it parfocal. English is not my native tongue, in case you haven't noticed. But yeah, so now I'm just cleaning it up a little bit because mission successful. Hello, I'm in there anyway. That's gonna be enough for this video. Remember this place? This was the scene where we shot the other time lapse that I showed you a couple of episodes ago. But they changed it, unfortunately. So now I'm gonna have to turn that into something good. And then, I don't know if I told you, but I ordered a bike. And it came 3 months early. So I'm gonna build it now. Just a little pro tip for all of you who own a aperture panel like the Amaran 672, and I think this 5 something is the same size, with the 35-degree grid on it, and happen to live in either Australia or New Zealand and have access to these chiller bags. Normal, super cheap, like $2 Kohl's chiller bag. I got this like 10 years ago in Sydney, and it so happens that it perfectly fits the panel with the grid on it. Too bad, eh? So, I'm finished. Hopefully it turned out alright. The following days, I spent quite a lot of time working at the bike shop as well as various other not so interesting activities, so I won't bore you with any of that. On Tuesday, the 18th, however, we went to a concert and met up with some friends, etc. It did start out with me talking some more though, but I'm sure you'll power through. It's Tuesday, the 18th, I think. Not much has happened this week, to be honest. But look at this. I'm in my t-shirt on the balcony in the sun, and it's warm. It's a concert on tonight. So me and Emma are going to see this band, Rivers of Nihil, and 3 or 4 other bands, but I haven't really listened to any of the other ones. We'll most likely meet Fabbe and U1 and a couple of other friends there, so yeah, really looking forward to it. Probably spent a lot of time in the studio editing today. Alright, so I'm just sitting in here editing, just like last week, sort of make things a little bit easier for myself for the day after tomorrow, which is Thursday, which is when I normally edit and upload everything that I've shot for the 7 days leading up to that day. I got to thinking about what I just said out on the balcony. I felt I just wanted to clarify a little bit, well, perhaps not clarify, but more like elaborate. Like I said, I just listened to the one band that's on the bill tonight, but there's 5 bands on the bill, and I am looking forward to seeing all of them, of course. But the reason that I don't listen to them is just because they haven't really interested me enough for me to sort of give them a chance. That does not mean I think they're bad. By the way, they are This Murder, Carnifex, Fit for an Autopsy, Rivers of Nihil, and I Am. Like I said, it's not that I necessarily think they're bad. Since I haven't listened to the other bands, I can't really say if they're bad or not. Which in turn got me thinking, when people say other bands are bad, or good, or whatever, I mean, I don't think that's necessarily fair, because you thinking something's bad, that's one thing. That doesn't mean that a band is bad. I mean, they can still be really talented and write great music, and I guess that kind of sums it up, huh? But I think it's unfair to call them bad just because they don't fit your liking. Usually that has nothing to do with it. I mean, you find little elements in music, you sort of bring that together, and the end result of all that determines if you like the band or not. Point of it all being, I kind of dislike people dissing other people's taste in music, saying it's bad just because they don't like it themselves. Everyone is free to like whatever the hell they want. Music is for everybody, like it belongs to nobody. I mean, it's so subjective you can't really break it down. Well, you can. You can break it down, and you can sort of categorize what's good and what's bad. But something being good on paper doesn't mean it has to be good in real life, and vice versa. If you get recommended something, I mean, give it a shot if you want to, but don't diss it just because you don't like it. Then you're just being an asshole, and no one likes an asshole, right? You can give constructive criticism. Maybe this is really obvious, but I feel that most people around me don't act as if it is obvious. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to editing. It's finally done. After 3 months, the old S8 was replaced by the S10. I bought this on Black Friday in the end of November. It's now February 18th. When I say go on your feet, 1, 2, 3. So what did you think? Emma thought.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. I thought it was really good. We met the bass player in Rivers of Nihil without even knowing it was him, so I had to go there afterwards and sort of tell him that we came for you, man. He's a good guy. But it was all right. Probably stage performance-wise, Carnifex took the prize for me.
Yeah, I agree. They just grab you.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in Rivers of Nihil for not having a live sax player. That was okay, I forgive them. It was still really good, and album-wise, they're probably my favorite still. Anyway, we're heading back home. It's not that late. What time is it?
11?
11, maybe? On a Tuesday night, though, so it's way past bedtime for us. Hi! We're back home, and we were an hour wrong. It's only 20 to 11, so the night is young. I just thought of a... What do you like my shirt, by the way? It's a Rose of Nihil shirt, and it's my first white t-shirt in probably 15 years. I just thought of something that was really funny that happened during the gig, which I gotta get this out of my head before I forget it. So, the music we were seeing, the bands are pretty aggressive. You know, I probably showed you some from my phone already. There's like a huge mosh pit to the right of us. We're on the left of the stage, and we're just at the edge of it, so there's like people running around. And there's this one guy standing right here, just in front of me. And he's sort of rubbing his ass on me. I'm just standing there trying to, you know, get into the music, and I can feel his butt cheek on my leg, like, constantly. And he's not running around, he's just standing there, like, doing a little dance. Something like this. It was so weird. And I was like, can't you just join the others and run around and just leave me alone for a little bit? So I took a step backwards, and he just followed me. He just danced wider. Like, just really, oh, it was so weird. He probably didn't mean to, but yeah, my first gay experience maybe. So, need to get up early in the morning. Awesome night. Really fun to hang out with Fabbe and Johan. As usual, yeah, work tomorrow. Hey! Bye. I made it. It's the first time of the year that when I go to the car in the morning, the sun's up, and when I come home, the sun is still up. So, beer on the balcony, 1st of 2020. Hi. Okay, that's it for this week. Not much else to say at this point, except I'm gonna go play some video games now. Which is something I've been wanting to do for weeks but never had the time to spare. I'm an extremely casual gamer who rarely picks up the controller, but I do enjoy it every now and then. So Borderlands 3, here I come. Alright, I'll see you back here in 7 days. Bye.